Well, good evening everybody, and welcome along then to round number 9 of the ORL Season 9. Evening Wildfire, how you doing my friend? And tonight, something a little bit different. It's our second classic race of the season. This is the Michael Schumacher Trophy in the F2004 Ferraris round Spa. So, it's sort of a homage, as the Ayrton Senna Trophy was, to the great Michael Schumacher, by driving one of his best cars, the F2004, around one of his favourite tracks, and of course the track that he made his debut at, and made that incredible qualifying performance of, I think, 6th in his first ever weekend in that Jordan round Spa. So we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. We got practice as normal, and then around about sort of 7 or 8 minutes from the end of the session, we're going to be doing a driver's parade led by Miele and the German drivers in honour of Michael Schumacher. So I'm going to try and get straight out on track and get practice done, because as I say, we don't have as much time as usual. But I'm sure for a lot of the German drivers and a lot of F1 fans in general, it'll be quite an emotional thing in memory of Schumacher. Obviously, we wish him well and hope that there is a chance that he will recover from that skiing incident those years ago. Me, personally, Schumacher was and will forever be my favourite driver. He's the whole reason I support Formula 1. And, well, he was the first driver I supported, and the whole reason I got into Formula 1 and still love it to this day. So, I'm sure I will tell stories of that at some point, maybe in a podcast, but it's going to be great to hear these cars and drive these cars around in memory of him. And I'm sure it'll be a cracking race as well, because these cars are, well, there's no way around it, they are batshit crazy. And also, do let me know what the volume's like, because these cars are infinitely louder than the V6s we have in the modern cars. So I might need to turn it down a little bit, but just let me know about that balance. Now, this was the year, of course, that the cars pretty much set the precedent for all lap records, which were only just starting to beat in the 2017 cars. They were so blisteringly fast in a straight line. They weren't too bad around the corners either. Good turnout today as well, 18 runners for this race. So it should be a classic, I'm sure. Hopefully it stays dry, because things start to... Quite a few people struggle in the rain, and we want everybody having their best race today in memory of Michael. Volume is good, good to hear. Hello Nick, one of my newest subscribers, I noticed. Thank you very much for subscribing, I hope you enjoy the stream. Good evening Hardy. Long time no see. How you doing, my friend? Hope all is going well with you. Cars are just something else, they really are. They give you a buzz and a sense of adrenaline, even virtually, that the modern cars just don't have. So much fun. They're going to be pretty hectic to keep in line for a 50% race, that's for sure. And it's going to be some beautiful hellish noise going down to turn 1 with 18 of us in these. Well, being busy is always good, Hardy. I hope it's busy for good reasons anyway. I'm glad you're back watching the stream. I hope you enjoy it.
We're expecting rain in around 10 to 15 minutes.
How's the salt mine? Yeah, he's good. He's all good. Don't know if you've... I think you did comment on one of the podcasts maybe, so you have been watching it. That's what we've been doing most recently. Not much room for salt there though. But, yeah, he's good. Salty as ever. His old Ragey. Evening, Nexon Demon, how you doing? Welcome along to the stream. So, if some of you guys joining a little bit later from the start of the stream, this is the Michael Schumacher trophy in the F2004 Ferraris in celebration of the great Michael Schumacher. Of course, one of his most dominant cars. Well, one of his quickest cars anyway, around one of his favourite tracks that he made his debut at, Spa-Francorchamps. And we're going to have a short little practice. Well, we're going to have about 20 minutes of the practice, and then for the last 10 minutes we're going to be doing a driver's parade led by Miele and the German drivers with the full grid in celebration of the great man. Yeah, I thought you did, Hardy. I remember sometimes. I'm glad you're enjoying the podcast. It's something me and Rage wanted to do for a long time before we even wanted to do YouTube. We were just very late to getting it round to doing it. So I'm glad people are enjoying those. Absolutely. Right, I'm just going to check up on the group chat. Just check when we're going to be doing this again. Okay. Okay, opening lap. Got all the big guns in our challenge for third place in the championship back in the form of Show, Barney and Miele, so I'm sure it's going to be a great battle between a lot of us. And people like Panther, Toffees, Weebies, Midget, they're all vying up there with us. Everybody's been improving as the season goes on, and of course these classic cars are a bit of an unknown as well. It's not necessarily going to follow the same order that it does for the modern cars. They're very, very different to drive. Right. It's quite easy to choose tyres for these cars. It's dry or wet. And hopefully... Oh, I haven't checked that. Hopefully we haven't got any...
We expect to potentially
any wet weather.
About 10 to 15 minutes from now.
Oh, good. It would be quite fitting, to be fair, if the drivers' parade in memory of Schumacher, or in celebration... I should say celebration, because there's every chance that he's going to recover. We've got to keep hope that he'll keep fighting. But it would be fitting that the Rain Masters driver parade will be in the rain. Right, qualifying's dry, race looks dry as well, which is good news. Because I really don't want to drive these cars in the wet.
We're ready.
They're skitty enough in the dry, let alone when it starts to rain. Yeah, maybe you can, Ray, Hardy. We're just looking at getting it up and running, and then if it continues to do well, then we might look at start getting different guests on if we can on the occasional episodes. So for sure we will keep you in mind if we do that. Apart from the noise, the best thing about these cars is the rev range. Rev to what, nearly 18.5, 19,000. And unlike these stupid hybrid V6s, you're not having to shift every 2 seconds. You actually allow the car to go through the range. A little bit scrappy in this today. A little bit scrappy. Evening Leaf, how you doing, my friend? Welcome along as always. Thank you for joining once again. That was always going to happen. It's been a little bit smoother in this car, I think.
Come in this lap, please. Box this lap.
Feels completely controllable until it goes. Yeah, there's no right drift. I'd rather not be drifting it, Hardy, but I guess. Bonus point for style? Maybe? The other thing with this car is the brakes are so much better than you think they'd be. Which I keep forgetting. I'm glad you're good, Leaf, and I'm glad you're enjoying watching these cars. They are absolutely the best thing about this game. And all the other classics are great, but this just is the best car, without a doubt. And sure, the 2004 F1 car that they've just put in Assetto Corsa in the Ferrari DLC is more realistic, but this is more visceral, I feel. It's a more fun representation of it. Just bear with me. I'm just going to check how long we've got until the drivers' parade. Okay. I mean, it's just yet. But we can't do it how we were going to do it. We have to exit the pit at the same time because apparently we can't stay on track stationary. So that complicates things a little bit.
Okay, we don't think we're far away from some rain. I'll keep you updated as the conditions change.
People still out. So I don't want to go out and be left out on track when we're supposed to be doing this parade. Four minutes. Okay. No, we haven't really got time to go out then if we're doing the drivers' parade. So we'll just watch some other people and we can have a chat and chat. And then we'll go out for the parade in around about 4 minutes time. Considering there's not many, there's only one compound of tyre for this, there's not much we can gain from practice, to be fair. So we'll wait for the drivers' parade, which, if guys are just joining now, this is the Michael Schumacher Trophy at round spot in the F2004 Ferraris, and we're going to be doing a little drivers' parade at the end of practice to celebrate the great Michael Schumacher, where the whole field will be parading, led by Miele, who is a huge personal fan of Schumacher, so he's been given the honour of leading us around. No, I haven't actually driven the Assetto Corsa car yet. I've just seen the pack and some YouTube stuff of it. So I do hope to have a look at that soon. There's not much value in the rest of the pack though, so I'd rather get it in the sale if I can. Alright, everybody coming back in now. Or supposedly. Evening Fox, how you doing, buddy? Welcome along to the stream. I hope your Sunday's going well. Yeah, just waiting at the moment for the drivers' parade to begin, which is a special celebration of Schumacher by us doing one tour around the circuit as a grid before we go to qualifying. There are still people out there, so there is always the chance that people haven't read the message or still haven't got the message. That's always the risk of this. Yeah, I'm good, my friend. I'm good. Drake, you're off for the week. Lovely. Is that for Thanksgiving? I'm not too into American time zones. I'm presuming that's what it is. Have another week of work. Another 6 days at work. Lovely. Yeah, it is Thanksgiving. I mean, this is a celebration of Schumacher, so I don't want to go too deeply into his return. But the FIA wasn't helping him. I think it's more just a break. Formula 1 is an incredibly difficult sport to take a break from, especially at the age that he did. By the time he'd got it back, he was always somewhat of a match for... apparently we're going to put wet tyres on because it's raining. He was always somewhat of a match for Rosberg. And the season that he really got it together, and Mercedes really got the car together, 2012, he just, unfortunately, kept having really bad luck.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:46.
Rosberg in general did outperform him, yeah, but I think seeing how Rosberg did... Just checking when we're starting, not just yet. I guess I can take a look at the track thing to find that out. I think the thing that no one gave credit to Rosberg, and we only found out once Rosberg did so well against Hamilton, was how good Rosberg was. Schumacher was, at best, only ever a couple of tenths off Rosberg, so it wasn't all doom and gloom for those seasons. And 2012, he had a great start to 2012, but just kept having car issues, and then it just went downhill from there. Exactly, Leaf. Rosberg wasn't bad. Anybody that can give Hamilton a really hard time for 3 years well, 4 years, is not bad in my books at all. But this is a celebration of Schumacher and all of his great achievements. Still leading the way in terms of wins and championships. And 2 records that may never be broken. Hamilton getting close to the pair of them, but he's still got a long way to go. He really was one of a kind, Schumacher. Because he came to... Are we out or are we waiting still? We start in 2 minutes. Okay. He came to the grid with a completely new attitude from everybody else on it, and with a sort of physicality and level of fitness that just wasn't seen. And that was the big difference between him and the rest. Speaking of Rosberg, do you think that he earned that World Drivers' Championship on merit, or was there some conspiracy theory there? No, there's no conspiracy. I'm sure in some video somewhere I talked about this at the time. I just cannot believe that Mercedes would hamper a driver in any way. And Rosberg, let's not forget, Rosberg went out and won the first 5 races of that season. Just came out and blew Hamilton away. And that was the real advantage that he had. And then it was fairly even for the rest of the year. Obviously Hamilton had issues. But Rosberg had issues in 15 or 14. A notable blowout at Monza when he should have been leading the championship by quite a bit. So I don't believe in conspiracy theories within a team. Agreed, but that was kind of Rosberg's thing. He was very calm and collected to himself, and I think it was a case of that he'd achieved what he wanted. He'd won that title, and in his eyes there was no need to continue.
We're 6th in the speed trap.
He may just wanted to go out on top as well. Not many people get the opportunity to retire as a world champion. But there was a lot of people that said it was a bit strange, and sort of the coward's way out that he didn't look to defend his title from Lewis. Right, we getting going. Okay, I think we're going now. That's a good point. Yeah, he might have wanted to spend time with his family. We going now? I still can't see anybody going. Okay, now we're going.
All set. Everyone clear? Car to track.
Oh, I think I am on the wrong tyres. I meant to change to wets. Are we on wets? Oh, it doesn't matter. We're going round at snail's pace anyway.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Okay, so just a reminder everybody, this is the Drivers' Parade in celebration of Michael Schumacher, which this whole event is about this weekend. So I'll just let you enjoy and I'll shut up stum. So we appreciate all these V10 cars out in celebration of the great man.
It looks like we'll be running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly.
That was a bit of a shame we couldn't get it in before the end of the session. It's a bit of an unwieldy end to what was supposed to be a nice moment to celebrate Schumacher. But all in all, as I've said before, I'm sure I'll talk about it at some point on a podcast. Schumacher was the real reason I got into Formula 1, and for the first decade that I watched it, he was my hero. And such a shame what has happened to him. And we wish him all the love in the world and hope that there is a chance he recovers And whatever happens, his achievements on track will never be forgotten. Thank you, Nick, for putting in the old stats there. Schumacher then 91 wins. I'm presuming 29 fastest laps, 64 poles. I don't know, the stats aren't there, but it's very difficult to say if he was the best ever. It's very difficult to judge that in different eras, different cars. As you can see, that's all right, Nick. We get the idea. That's, as you can see from those stats, he is head and shoulders above the rest. Has stats. Schumacher is recovering from what we know. His family have always been very private, so we don't know what's the situation is now. But yes, as Leaf said there, he had a horrible skiing accident, and it's just one of those horrible ironies in life where he spent his whole life risking, you know, knowing that he might not come back every time he got in the cockpit of a car from the age of about 10, or obviously till he retired, and then something he enjoyed as a pastime, skiing, after he retires from risking his life in a Formula 1 car, he has a horrible accident. It's just horribly ironic, but wish him every luck, and that's what this whole event's about. Just like the Ayrton Senna Trophy, it's in celebration. Unlike the Senna one, which is in memory, I like to say this is in celebration of Schumacher, because you never know whether he's going to recover or not. Okay. I've seen on a few occasions Formula 1 races where they're remembering people that have passed away or things like that, and I always wonder how they get back in the car afterwards. It's going to be a bit weird.
When you're ready,
doing all of that and then carrying on like this. Yep, i.e. Jules Bianchi recently, when they obviously all found out he passed away, they were on the grid afterwards and then had to go and do a full Formula 1 race. It's a very surreal life sometimes. Let's see what we can get out of this, shall we? Let's give it our all. This is scrappy again. We need to try and cool it down a little bit. Just makes you want to wring the neck out of this thing.
That lap puts you at P5. We've only got 2 laps of fuel left. Okay, you need to come in before you run out of fuel. Pit within 2 laps.
Bit better. I want to be in the 44s at least though. Although I don't think we could get much closer than that without being in the 44s. Be speedy back to the pits if we want another run here. I don't think we're quite going to have time. I think we've just about done ourselves out of a second run by going for that second lap and by talking too much at the beginning. We will see. There's no way they're going to be able to turn this around quick enough. I'm sorry to hear someone passed away in the bike race at Macau. It's a dangerous track, that one. That GT race as well was... I've never seen anything like that in GT cars. I really haven't. Even R7, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream as always. Hopefully we can put on a good event for you guys tonight. Any progress on returning to actually racing yourself, R7? I've always wondered. You've been trying to get me to do this league for so long. And when I do, you're not in it. Yeah, we're not. It's just not going to be time. Good to hear, R7.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 45.0.
Okay, we're looking vaguely competitive. Obviously, there's quite a lot of people still to go. Expect to see an improvement maybe from Melee. Let's say the normal order isn't necessarily relevant here, because these cars are incredibly different to drive. Let's stay on board with Melee here and see if he can improve from 9th then. Good to hear, R7. I'm hoping to see you on track. That'd be cool if you're back next year. This is Season 9, Fox. It's been going for quite a while, this old league. Was it you solely that set it up originally, R7? Or did you do it alongside someone else? And are there plans to have 2 seasons this year? As in this year's game, or are we going to have to wait till next year? Yeah, let's see how he does, Londuka. Had some great on-track battles with Melee this year, so let's hope he can improve. How are we doing at the moment? We've dropped 6th, that's understandable. I think there's about half a second still in the car for us, but... Oh, that's certainly a time to go back on board. Unlucky from Melee. Is he going to let us watch anyone else? No, he's just going to do the old Codemasters bug. We can't see anything. Okay, well, welcome to the stream, Londuka. And I appreciate that you've stopped on by. Hopefully me and Mio can have some battles on track then, and then you can see him racing. It's unfortunate going a bit wide there, but we've all done it. Who on is a tricky corner in these cars or the 2016 cars. It's so fast when you've got enough downforce. Okay. Well, everyone say thanks to R7 for at least setting up the league. And we hope to see you back soon in it. But yeah, all kudos to Emilio and Yukon for running it. Can't even imagine the stress and the time it takes to run a league like this. So kudos to them. This really is the stupidest bug of the lot. From Codemasters. You just a black screen then, yeah? Cheers, Codemasters. Thanks for that. If we change camera, does it do anything? No, of course not. Right, so I think that's all the times. So we're going to be starting P6, not too bad. We always aim for top 5 in qualifying. We know we can race better than we normally qualify. In terms of the guys we're fighting for that 3rd place in the championship, shows up there in P3. Barney just behind us in P7, Melee P10. Kausfurt takes pole ahead of Weiss Sirius then by a 10th. And then a further second back to Show. Panther, another great qualifying in P4. Hopefully he can have a good race. He's a great qualifier, Panther. Just sometimes struggles in the race to get that consistency. And Leo, straight in there in P5. Great lap. Haven't seen him in the top 5, I think, all season. So that's a cracking result. And then we've got Weebies and Toffee also into the top 10. And don't forget, we've got a couple more people than we normally have for this race. So we've got 18 runners. So even getting the top 10 is an achievement. Correct, Londuka. So it's drivers' points, not constructors. Same with the Senna race we did before. So we're just driving purely for drivers' points. And if you're watching for the first time, I would appreciate it a lot if you could subscribe. It'd be cool if we could hit 300 before the end of the race. I think we're on 298 at the moment. So if you do watch the race and do enjoy it, it would always be appreciated. And then of course it will give you a little notification when the next league race is, or check out some of the other content as well. But we must concentrate now on the main event. 18 V10 Ferraris on the grid in Spa. This could be beautiful or it could be mayhem, we just don't know.
Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can.
Thanks guys, so hope we can have a good one. Just want to bring home some decent points today. Stay out of trouble. And just enjoy it amongst anything. Because personally I'd love to do a whole season of these cars, they're that much fun. So, just enjoy the one race we have got in them. I did actually forget to check my fuel. I was going to put a little extra fuel in with these, just because you never know how much overtaking you're going to need. I don't mind being a bit heavy around Spa and using rich mode a bit more, but I forgot. So hopefully we've got A, the right amount, and B, a little bit spare. We'll find out, I guess. Right, as always, I hope you guys enjoy the race. I will talk where I can. Obviously, first couple of laps it'll be concentration central. And anybody watching the stream that's also in the race, have a good one and enjoy it out there.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights. Good start. Keep it up.
Oh, we've gone a bit deep there. Remember how much fuel we've got on board. Remember, this was the day of refueling, so these cars aren't really designed to have this much fuel in them. I'm sure Codemasters haven't done it that realistically, but it's quite a lot heavier than I thought it was going to be. Oh, the two title contenders have taken each other out. That's going to hot things up a little bit. We look, the rear's there. That's for sure going to hot up the race. A little bit bumpy bargy, but that was something that needs to be done. The little dog goes about 7 thousandths quicker. I don't really want to be using this fuel, but we need to get away. I honestly got the feeling that we're quicker than those two in front, and we're quicker than most behind. It's just Wes, Sirius and Calcifer, so we need to try and get away. These tyres are wearing so quickly as well. It really doesn't help. Alright, we're going to have to start turning the fuel down now.
Our gap to the car in front is 1.5 seconds. Strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one? The distance to the leader is 3.1 seconds.
I'm a little worried about the tyres, but they should go the distance. These cars are so tiring to race on the limit, they really are. This really could be anybody's today. Try it, Cal. Not at Eau Rouge. Not a good idea. A little bit 50-50. Probably closed the door a little early there, but no idea whose fault that was. Never mind, we're okay. That's a little bit cussy, let's try not to do that again. little bit corner cut, he didn't want to do that. Once again, we've destroyed our tyres. Fighting way too hard this afternoon. We need another couple of laps out of them, to be fair. Yeah, it's always borderline someone going across the track like that to break the slipstream. Technically it's not a move to defend because you're not actually trying to pass, but then again you're moving more than once, so I don't really know where the law stands on that.
7.8 seconds.
I don't really mind it, to be fair. You really need to be careful on turn 1. We're cutting that too often. And my right hand is numb. Which doesn't help. Evening, Humbrian. How you doing, buddy? Doing well this evening. Someone else, I think Hammeister, I forgot to, Hammeister, say hello to you as well. It's probably understandable at the moment. We're making an early jump. We need to look after the next tyres, but we also need to get ourselves back into this race, and the only way we can do that is undercut. Glad you're doing well, Umbrian. Hope you enjoy the show.
Go, go, go.
We just need traffic free.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Right. This lap or two could make or break our race. I don't have much problem with, I don't want lean, I want rich, you stupid wheel. There we go. Got it, Jeff, but trying the undercut here, mate. Need the fuel. It might be a lap or two early, R7, but I need to get myself back into this. They're all in a little train as well ahead of Barney. So as long as we get a couple of laps, there's quite a few in now actually. So we'll see where we shake out. There's Panther. He's either made a mistake or we've made massive gains. I'm not sure yet. Because he was up there with that little Calcifer, Why So Serious showing himself group. I'll keep the fuel, turn the fuel down now. Let's not forget the car's getting lighter as it goes on, so the tyre wear won't be quite as bad this stint. Alright, we just need to chill out again for a second. That was a bit intense. Just need to let everything cool down and then have another go at him. I think this is our battle for the rest of the race, unless anyone's not pitted yet. There's Barney. That fighting really didn't help us there. Oh, someone's dropped out. It's one of the front two. It's why so serious again. That's a great shame for the championship. Leaves it almost firmly in Kausfer's hands now. It does mean this is going to be some podium fight. A little bit of debris we keep hitting, which I wish would disappear. Someone's going to have a big accident on that in a minute. Should be a virtual, really. I've got a feeling it's probably a bug that the debris is still there. This squabbling is allowing Barney to get close. You have to go big or go home in a minute.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Hampers' tyres must be MOP. Yeah, maybe. Ours aren't too smart. I just wonder if Barney's just sitting back and letting us tyre each other out in terms of our tyres, because his are a lot fresher. So I do wonder if he's just being patient. He's really not far behind, doubt. Tell you what, I'm sweating like a monsoon in this one.
Keep managing your tyres. Manage your tyres.
That's not going to happen, Jeff, I'm afraid. We're going all out on this one. We've got a chasing pack as well. If any of us make a mistake, you're going to close right up. And if we start fighting, we're going to go back into about 5 or 6 cars as well. It's just picking up that dirty air at the wrong moment in these corners. This is where we're quicker. We just don't have the grip when we're stuck behind him. As soon as we start pushing, these tyres just go. Too deep.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
So a little fuel, we can probably just lift in 6th there. Try and remember that next time round. Yeah, you do sweat a bit hombering in this. Definitely sweating right now.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining. The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap.
Lap to go. Do we keep it clean or do we go for this? I don't think we've got enough, but we'll give it a go.
This is your final lap of the race. The gap behind us is 1.5 seconds.
Tyres are gone.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Nothing left. Jesus. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That was quite the race. I've been this wet after a race in quite a while. P3, we'll take that. Cow on the haggis again, yep. Super cow. Thanks guys, it was a good race. Congratulations to Gals for Panther drove magnificently. That result's been a long time coming for him. He always qualifies so well, but sometimes doesn't race as well. Fair play to Barney as well, put in a great show. Leo, great 5th place. Showing me laid down 6th and 7th. Means that we beat home all of our 3rd place rivals. So it's been a good weekend all round for that. Some great points for Sophie, Wibbies and Macy, and unfortunately Lucas just miss out on any points. A lot of DNFs as well. It's an attritional race, that one. 6 DNFs means only 11 finished from the 17 that started. And I want to race those cars every week. Because they are hella fun. Yes, it's a shame if you did. Constructors, I can't see us catching McLaren and Force India because that's Calcifer and Weiss Sirius. Although we're pretty close to Weiss Sirius now. There's a DNF for him today. We're not far behind. Thank you, Lacunda. Thank you, Fox. Thank you, Humbrian. And thank you, R7. I hope you guys enjoyed that race. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And now we get to enjoy our generic podium for the classics. And the winner of the Michael Schumacher trophy is Calcifer. Congratulations to him. It's always peeved me with this game that 2nd and 3rd never get to pick up their trophies. You do all that and you don't even get to lift up your trophy. Would that be so hard, Codemasters? Really? Just putting a little animation of the guy lifting his trophy? You'd think. Really? We're on 299? Thank you for letting me know that look under. If anybody watching would like to make my day and be my 300th sub, I would be forever in your debt. Not forcing you, only if you enjoy what you see and you can stick around. But if you're thinking about subscribing, not often you get to be the rounding off subscriber, if that makes sense. Probably not. Right, there's the finishing order then. Lap time's a lot closer. Look at that, from 2nd down to 7th in the 45s. And just 8 seconds between 2nd and 8th. That was a stressful and a very close race for a lot of people there. And I think we really put on a good show for everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed that. My favourite F1 team. Don't run off. Okay, I'm not going to, Humbrian. I'm not going to. We'll stick around for a little bit. My favourite F1 team, I guess it's got to be... I think it's got to be Williams. Pretty because one of the sponsors of Williams used to... This is back in about 2004. Used to... be a company called Free Play. Well, they had an affiliation with them, who my dad worked with, and we were invited to race day at Williams. I guess ever since then, that's my favourite team. I've always had a favourite driver throughout Formula 1. First it was Schumacher, then Button. Now I'm kind of in between. I never really had a favourite team. I normally support the teams that my favourite drivers are. If I was to go for one, it'd be Williams, I would think. Cheers, Humbrian. You don't have to do that. I would like every subscriber I want. Generally, people that We're there. We're there. I think. Yeah, that's 300. Thanks, guys. Do you know, it's the quickest 100. It took me almost a year to get to 200, and then it's taken about 6-7 months to get to 3. So I really appreciate you guys. I hope you appreciate the content I make. It's always nice. But thanks, guys. 300 is pretty cool. And you see a lot of these people, they're going, oh, I need to get to 1,000 quickly. I need to get to 10,000. It's like, if you think about it this way, right? If 300 people sat in a room, that'd be a pretty full room. It's a lot of people, and I appreciate every one of them. Even though you have 24 subs. I think I'm one of your subs, Humbrian. Anyway, go check out Humbrian and Fox for that matter. If you want to throw a sub their way, it'd be appreciated. Once you're on 500,000, it gets faster. There's lots of tips and tricks and myths around those things. By the way, congratulations to Calcifer. He's put a yes, yes, and yes again. That's the old Sebastian Vettel meme. Congratulations to you. You were peerless as usual, mate. Don't know what happened with our little run-in, but it was good to fight you on track for a change when we were close-ish on pace for a change. Obviously, you're still quicker, but I think the field bunched up a bit today. Hey, no problem, Fox. I want to see some more new videos soon, mate. Okay? Get back on it. I'm sure you're busy with studying and stuff, so that's fine. Yeah, congrats, Cal. Good win. I think that must be pretty close to wrapping up your championship, isn't it? Can't be far off now. Hey, that's fine, mate. It was. I think it was 50-50. I have to watch it back. I might have closed the door a bit early. I don't know. But we both... yeah, that was it. It was a tiny little touch. I controlled it, so it's fine. Nothing lost. That rainbow dust infused haggis works wonders. Better than milk in a can. It's cream in a can. Get it right. our off-brand product will be milk in a can. But they haven't paid for a sponsor slot on this stream, so no more talking about certain liquid in a can for now. Love stroke. 3 more races. Yes. Yeah, 3 races after this. And they'll all be on separate weekends and all in the modern cars. I tried to give you touch to the front wing. No, you won't spin. It's fine, mate. I think I closed the door a little bit. Technically, yes, I must be now, because I outscored Weiss Series yesterday, and obviously he didn't finish today. So that's 12 points closer. The gap was only 20 odd. And I'm just reading, I think at the same time as Cal in the group chat for the ORL, that Calcifer has been crowned champion. You are indeed, mate. You are indeed. Congratulations. You've done well. Sure, Cal. Send me an invite and I'll watch you doing some donuts. As every good champion should do. Every time you take James Bell and Maldonado gets in a wreck. At least that's how the saying goes. That old saying Ding the bell. A spin for Maldonado. Yeah, of course, Cal. I'm not going to drive. I'm just going to watch you do some donuts in the TV thing. I don't know what else is trying to be worked out in the group chat. I'll get to that in a minute, but let's just watch the champion do his donuts. Okay, thanks, Umbrian. Thanks very much for joining. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I think I've got Transport Fever. I think I tried it out. It's quite a fun game. Yeah, F1. F1's almost every other day when you have a big sesh, because despite what people think, it's quite tiring. Dunkin' Donuts. Where's that conversation's gone from? Eek the American spelling of donut. Oh, okay, is that where it is then? Oh, it's just I always wondered about that. So donuts spelled like that is not the American spelling, just the brand of Dunkin' Donuts. Interesting. Okay. Got the champion going out for his victory lap then. Kausver's been crowned Season 9 champion with 3 races to go. Good health to you as well, Humbrian. Thank you for joining as always. Hope you can join us for the next one. Enjoy the last little bit of your Sunday. Here he goes, Apparently that place isn't good enough for donuts. I don't know where we're going to get them. I'll stay on board for the moment. We're going to get them now, aren't we? Let's get clear of that speed bump. There he is then. Season 9 ORL champion. Congratulations to Kausver. Quite as good at donuts as he is at winning races, it would seem. He's getting there. It's the problem, these 2004s have got so much grip. There we go, he's getting the hang of it now. You can get any better camera than that. No, they're the only 2 cameras Code Boss still give us. Congrats to Cal. He's been mega all season. It's a shame for the few mistakes Weiss Series had, because those two are so close on pace. It would have been cool for that battle to go down to the wire, but there's always next season. There we have it. Oh, hang on. Apparently Calcifer hasn't won it. Apparently the gap is 71 points. And there's 3 races to go. So I'm actually the only man that can stop him now. This feels like Jenson Button in 2011. There's no chance of me winning it, but it's nice to be the only man that can mathematically stop him. Well, that was very nice to see you do your victory donuts. They are, I'm afraid, premature.
There's a few cars out on track. Perhaps we should get out there.
So I'm P2 in the championship. There's 71 points between me and Cal and 3 races to go. So unless Cal DNFs and I win the race in the next race, he should win it next time out. That's quite funny. Gap to Worst Series? I don't know. We haven't worked it all out. The proper standings will go up on Wednesday. There's just some people in the chat working out whether Cal had actually won. I guess I can probably work out the gap to Worst Series. Bear with me. We had a glitch or a lag with Worst Series. Is that why he retired them? It's a shame if it was. It's never a nice way to go out of a race. He's not having much luck at the moment, is he? Let me just see if I can get this switched over. Okay, has that switched it over? Okay, it has. So these are previous points. So, hey Bonnie, yeah, great race, my friend. We had some good battles there, and just managed to undercut you out of the pits. But from everyone down from 2nd back to 8th, that was so close, that whole race. But congrats on 4th, Barney, and I'm sure we will have battles on track again. At least his championship was won off of driver error and not reliability. Yeah, something we don't get, thankfully. And Cal immediately wrote to him after while racing. That's good. That's a good thing to do. It's never a nice way to end it anyway. Right, so they're the old standings. I'm terrible at maths, you'll have to bear with me. So we got 2nd and 3rd. So we scored 33 points. So we're now on 112. Y Series finished 4th. So it's on 105. So there's 7 points between us. I'm on 105. Worst Series is on 100 and no, he's on 105. I'm on 112. Thursday or late Wednesday, yeah. Oh, did you mean the gap between Cal and Worst Series? 81, yeah. Is it? Oh, I don't know. It'll get updated. If you guys want to see that, you can check it out in the description later in the week, or I'll do a recap of it before next week's race. I can't go for it, Fox, but I don't. 2nd is a good goal. Winning the title is not going to be possible. I mean, if it was the case that Cal somehow didn't finish the next 2 races and I won them both somehow, then Cal would just surely pot around in like 8th in the final race and still win the title. So, wondering your gap, yeah, 7 points as far as I'm aware between my series and myself. Right, I'm going to have to call it a night on that one, guys. That was an epic race for sure. You will retire the next few races, but I have to win. I mean, you would still probably win the title that way, Cal. I would not. I don't think there's any chance of me winning all 3 races, even without you there. So, hire some Maldonados to take out Casper. We'll see. We'll see if anyone's strapped for cash in the grid. Thanks, Leaf. Yep, we're going to wrap that up there. As always, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for getting me to 300 subscribers. It means the world. And as for content this week, I'll probably try and get another Haas Motorsport Manager out tomorrow. We'll bring that the normal Motorsport Managers series back this week. Another F1 episode, and then we'll have an endurance stream on Wednesday. But if you're just here for the league racing, then the next race is next Sunday at 7:30 again. Just going to double check the track. We're going to be in Azerbaijan, Baku. That's going to be a crazy race for sure. So, good luck to all for in their practicing for next week. Baku is not a circuit I enjoy. Going to be a bit crazy. Going to be difficult to keep 100% finishing record as well, which is what I've got at the moment. But as always, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the evening. Congratulations to everybody if they had a good result tonight. And I'll see you guys again very soon.